Cijeni gledatelji Sport kluba, slikom smo u Barceloni, čeka nas još jedna utakmica Eurolige. Barcelona dočekuje Unicahu, vidjeli smo startnu petorku gostiju, ovo i domaćih, nema našeg Ante Tomića, Ertel, Hanga, Rakim Sanders je tu koji je službeno prvi. Dakle, Barcelona već ima 8 poraza u ovih 12 kola Eurolige. Barcelona ima 3 poraza za redom, od toga su 2 na gostovanjima, kod moćnog CSKA, što je logično, i kod Real Madrida, što ajde, nije logično, Real je dosta oslabljen, ali nije neočekivano. Izgubili su, rekao sam, kod kuće od Fenerbahčea i sad žele prekinuti taj niz poraza. Sa druge strane, Unicaja je nakon 5 poraza za redom u prošlom kolu napokon pobjedila. Dobili su Himki 93-84. Ovdje je krenula utakmica sjajno za Barcelonu. Adrien Morman ubacio je tricu za vodstvo, naravno 3-0.
Now here is Nedović for Unicaja. Augustin, Dani Diez. Augustin. And now driving is Brooks, and he scores with the foul. So a good response immediately from Unicaja Malaga. Serafin gets whistled for the foul. So Jeff Brooks can go to the foul line to try and tie things up. Brooks made 11 of his 12 so far this season. Very good free throw shooter. And now jinxing him. The first one is missed. Adam Hanga for Barcelona. Change of direction. Augustin forces him to Sanders, who nearly loses the handle and then does. Pretty sloppy from Rakim Sanders. He had it, lost it, got it back and lost it again. It'll be interesting to see what kind of game we have here tonight. Unicaja noted primarily for defense, but they put up 90-plus points last week. With Brooks now looking for his second consecutive score, maybe. Posting up on Merman, kicks it out. McCallum sends up the shot, never looked like it was going to drop. Serafin with the rebound, and now Ertel with the long no-look pass. They can't get the shot to go down. Sanders now in transition. McCallum to Augustin. Nedović for 3, and it's good from Nemanja Nedović. They are a very good three-point shooting team, and particularly Nedović, Vitsinski, and also McCallum and Sasu Salin have got some good long-range shooters. Here's Serafin. Ertel didn't want to take on the three-pointer, gives it to Merman. Adam Hanga will take on the three-point shot, and he makes it nothing but net. Smooth from Adam Hanga. So Barcelona back in front, but not for long, as Augustin takes the quick pass, nearly stolen by Brooks. Fast pace to this game early on. Augustin restoring Unicaja's advantage there. Now Merman trying to respond. Got a physical advantage on McCallum. They like that matchup, but he can't finish, Merman. Here's McCallum. Very good at driving to the basket. This time gives the pass to Augustin, who's such an accurate shooter, leading the league in shooting accuracy. In fact, Augustin, he's converted 73% of his 2-pointers this season. He's up to 4 points already in this one. His Hanga gives it to Ertel, pulls back. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Over the head pass, Merman's open, looking for another triple, can't make it, but Serafin picks up the offensive board and scores. Kevin Serafin off the mark for Barcelona. McCallum forced back by Ertel, good defense. Brooks to Nedović. Not seen too much of him so far, but that's a nice pass. But Serafin there to meet Brooks. Good block by Kevin Serafin. Sanders to Ertel. Had 2 players unmarked open on that right side. They needed the foul. Unicaja had to stop that. Here's the block from Serafin denying Brooks. Great timing. Serafin, one of the best shot blockers in the competition. Is Hurtel. There's a hand on that, but it fell fortuitously to Sanders. I don't think that was a pass from Hurtel. It looked like it was a deflected shot. Sanders was in the right place anyway to finish. Barcelona back in front. The lead rapidly changing hands here. High-scoring game so far. Brooks sends it up over Serafin, and that's a good finish from Brooks. It's a triple. Jeff Brooks gets Unicaja into double figures. Adam Hanger drives past two defenders, kicks it back out for Sanders, and there's another three-point shot dropping. Most of these shots are falling from both teams. I can only recall the one miss from Merman from long range. Barcelona back in front. Diaz is going to try and join in the fun, and he can. That's a long two from Dani Diaz. It's raining points in Palau Blaugrana. We're on course for a high-scoring contest. Let's hope it stays this way. Sanders to Hanger. Now Serafin. 1-on-1 against Augustine. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to release it, and they didn't realise the time was running out. Shot clock violation. Hurtel needed to take the shot on. He didn't know that there was 1 second on it as he received the pass. No time to make the extra pass. Diaz can drive, and Diaz with the layup gets past his man, and 4 points in a row for Dani Diaz has made it a 3-point lead for Unicaja. Midway point of the opening quarter. Here's Hurtel. He's got the matchup he would want on Augustine, and he takes advantage of it. Augustine didn't know whether to stick or twist there, ended up allowing Hurtel the open look, and he sinks a triple as well. Yet another falling in. Tied game. McCallum goes for Nedovic. And even that's going to fall in. It didn't look like it was going to at first, but took a couple of bounces and then dropped in. Hurtel kicks it out to Hanger. Serafin turns around and shoots over Augustine, but no good. And here's Nedovic once more, driving on transition to the glass, and it's not going to drop. That's going to be Unicaja ball. The last touch was off Kevin Serafin. We're going to have the first rotation from the coaches. In fact, that'll have to wait because we're going to have the first defense, and maybe we'd expect them to try to hold it to a 60, low 70s point game on either side, but that's not been the case so far. So back to the live action after the timeout. Petri Koppanen's come into the action for Barcelona in place of Sanders. No changes yet for Unicaja. Here's Nedovic. Gets it low inside to Brooks. Spins round, tough fadeaway. Good shot from Jeff Brooks. He is also an excellent shooter, Jeff Brooks. And he's up to 7 points for the game, having missed a free throw as well. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Serafin gets fouled. James Augustine questioning the call. You see the right hand going inside on the chest of Serafin. Augustine clearly didn't quite see it that way, but that's the first foul in the game against Unicaja, as Koppanen doesn't waste time trying to get his shooting range, but misses. Now Nedovic, a couple of three-pointers already for him. He's going to look for a third, and he's not going to get it. Barcelona get in each other's way, though, with the rebound. Merman and Serafin, and now it comes to McCallum, who tries from long range, but he misses. Hanger now will lead the transition. Hurtel. Fake, steps inside. Diaz helps get the steal. Play goes on, no whistle. Nedovic, Augustine. Back for Nedovic. Brooks is behind him. He's going to set the screen and roll to the basket. Still plenty of time, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Dani Diaz takes on the shot, no good. Augustine goes up. He'll be disappointed not to have made that, but he has managed to retain possession. Koppanen challenging as well. Augustine would normally knock those in. following up on the offensive rebound, missed, but there's Koppanen's right hand with the last touch. Changes from both teams. Wazinski's coming in for Unicaja, so expect the three-point strikes to continue to rain in. For Barcelona, Pierre Oriola is in, so too Pau Ribas. Here's Nedovic for Unicaja, leading by 5. Ribas, fast break, Adam Hanger, nice finish. Probably thought about the dunk when he initially received the pass, but then saw that he was being challenged. The angle wasn't quite there, so instead the gentle finish floated in. McCallum finds Brooks, fakes the pass, instead shoots, no good. Oriola straight to Augustine, through his legs. Oriola working hard to keep the ball alive. Unfortunately for him, he could only give it straight to Augustine, who's not going to miss that. Adam Hanger for Barcelona. And now the foul is made by Augustine. That's his second on Oriola as he was shooting, so he'll have a couple of free throws. And that'll be Augustine's last contribution for now, because Shermadini is coming in. So we see the previous finish from Hanger. Nice use of the glass. Instructions from Sito Alonso to Pau Ribas. No personnel changes for Barcelona. Actually, yes, they do get Victor Claver into the game. As for Unicaja, we see Georgi Shermadini, former two-time Euroleague champion with both Panathinaikos and Olympiacos. He comes in. And so too, for ball handling duties, Alberto Diaz. Oriola gets one of his 2 free throws, and here's Diaz with his first touch. For Nedovic. Nedovic uses the screen of Brooks, who then rolls away. Shermadini's first touch. Open look for Diaz, no good. Shermadini with the offensive rebound, and Oriola has fouled him, preventing Shermadini from getting the shot away. Yeah, that was clear foul on Oriola. And for Barcelona, Raheem Sanders coming in. The rotation's coming thick and fast now. Adam Hanger's gone to the bench. The foul from Oriola was before Shermadini was in shooting motion, so no free throws. Ribas with the steal and the finish as well. He did really well to gather that, because he never really had it. Made the steal at half court and then was chasing the ball. Managed to gather it just before the baseline and immediately sent it up. Diaz has got lucky here with a wayward pass coming straight back to him. Nedovic wants the screen from Shermadini, slings it over. And Wazinski, that's what he comes in for. Adam Wazinski is the three-point gunner. We've got a few of them in this team, but he's the most accurate, ranks 3rd in the league with 54% converted this season. Made it a 5-point game again. Here's Victor Claver. Barcelona get another, immediately responding. And that's, I think, the 5th of the game for Barcelona. Nedovic, he's got a couple for Unicaja. 3-point has been a real feature of this game so far. That's a foul, one number 21 on another. Wazinski being impeded by Raheem Sanders. Barcelona do still have a couple of fouls to give, as do Unicaja, in the final 34 seconds of this opening period, an opening period which really has flown by. High scoring and entertaining. A lot of flowing offensive basketball. Unicaja looking to end it in front. Wazinski pulls back under pressure from Sanders, goes under him, but can't get the shot cleanly away, and Barcelona with the chance for the last possession of the quarter. Ribas was initially pushing hard in transition, but now he's going to pull it back in and make sure Unicaja don't get the ball again. Ribas foul. Makes sense for Diaz to use that foul, and they can use another one as well before sending Barcelona to the foul line. So the smart thing for Unicaja to do now would be to make sure they commit the foul with maybe 2-3 seconds left. They want to make sure it's before the shooting motion starts, though. They don't want to give away free throws. Instead, play continues, and Oriola can't score on the buzzer. It's swatted off the rim, and Unicaja do protect the lead at the end of the first 3-pointers per game. We've already got one of them today. Pierre Oriola and Victor Claver in discussion for Barcelona, who are going to start this quarter with Ribas, Koppinen, Sanders, Claver and Oriola. For Unicaja, Salin has come in, the number 10, Sasu Salin, for the first time. Alberto Diaz still on ball handling patrol. Is Shermadini posting up on Oriola and doing really well there. Shermadini to maintain position and draw the foul. A second on Oriola. Both of them have been fouls on Shermadini. Here's Diaz. Drives inside, pulls it back out, thought about the three-point shot. Instead, the pass comes in. Shermadini able to take advantage of the quick pass on from Carlos Suarez. That was really well done by him. The touch pass to find the big man. Unicaja extend the lead back up to 4. They've been in front most of the way, the visiting team. Here's Sanders. Manages to find Oriola, who in a crowd somehow manoeuvres himself into a little bit of space to finish with his right hand. With Diaz now. Floats one up, right-handed, no good. Claver and Koppinen between them get the rebound. And here's Ribas. Barcelona looking to tie, or with a triple go ahead. Sanders will post up. He's got the size advantage on Wojcinski there. The foul is on the floor, I think. It's not going to count as the basket, even though Sanders got the shot away. The whistle had already been blown. Good battle between those two number 21s, Sanders and Wojcinski. Now Oriola and Koppinen yet to score in this game. Petri Koppinen, as Ribas makes a tough pass, which Sanders did well to collect, but then couldn't finish. Again, it's swatted off the rim by Unicaja to protect their rim and protect the lead. Wojcinski steps away from Ribas, gets the pass on to Salin. No good. We got two Finns in the game at the moment, and they're guarding each other as well. Here's Oriola hustling to try and keep the ball in by the baseline, but he can't do so. Look at disbelief from Per Oriola. But his foot did go out of bounds, clearly. He felt he was fouled. Officials not in agreement. So it's turned over, and Unicaja has possession once more. Slow start to scoring in the second quarter after an explosion in the first. Here's Shermadini again against Oriola, and again he's been whistled. Oriola really finding Shermadini a handful, and he's probably going to have to get out of the game now. Oriola on 3 fouls. And it sends Shermadini to the free throw line on this occasion. Such an experienced player, Shermadini. That last foul actually was given not against Oriola but Victor Claver, which will be relief for Oriola and Barcelona. They wouldn't want to have to bring Oriola out of the game already. Shermadini makes both. Ribas. Claver back to Koppinen now, guarded by an international teammate. Kicks it over, Sanders takes on the 3. They're not dropping for Barcelona now like they were in the first quarter. Salin in transition, looks to penetrate, sends it back to Diaz, who organises the offense. Wojcinski. And that's come off the foot of the pole. Good defense from Sanders. Those two going head-to-head again. Swatted the ball against the leg of Wodzinski, who wasn't expecting that to come. The strong right hand of Sanders to whip the ball away. Just the second turnover of the game for Unicaja. Ribas finds Kopanen. He can't get that to drop. But there's a foul on Wodzinski on the rebound. That's his second. Let's take a look at this. Wodzinski, yeah, he had both hands on Sanders. Sanders is a more powerful physical specimen. Wodzinski onto his second foul. Kopanen to Oriola. Kopanen up against Salin again. Nice pass to Ribas for three. No. Looked like it might have dropped after initially hitting the rim, but rolled out this time. Barcelona still can't narrow the gap from four, in a very different second quarter to the first. As Salin finds Shermadini, and the whistle, no, it's travel by Shermadini. So still, we only have 6 points in this second quarter. After 3 minutes, we had 50 points in the first quarter. Let's see the travel again. Shermadini catching. Well, we're not going to see his footwork. But as he tried to set himself for a shot, he did travel, so turned over. Barcelona get Serafin back in the game. Ribas, now he gets it to fall. Had a sight up on the last possession. That one didn't go in, but this one does. Back to a one-point game. Diaz. Shermadini. Again, a real menace in the paint. Serafin this time forced to foul him. He's quickly on to 2 fouls now. He got one very early in the game off Unicaja's first possession, I recall. And now immediately after coming back in, Shermadini drawing so many fouls today. What is that? 4 already, I think. The whistle off the ball here as Salin goes to ground. And that's on Victor Claver, up to 2 fouls as well now. Joan Plaza's team retaining the lead just. It's been close all the way, but Unicaja have led nearly all the way. Penetration from Diaz, who has to send it back out. Carlos Suarez well short on the 3. That only just reached the rim. Now Ribas. Inside to Sanders! What an explosion from Raheem Sanders! Just headed straight for the basket and took off, two-handed dunk. And Barcelona get the lead again, a 5-0 run. The pass from Ribas, who's getting one of his longest spells on the floor of the season, this must be. Now Milosavljevic has come in for Unicaja, and it's fallen into his arms here after Shermadini can't score. Dragan Milosavljevic, his first involvement. Shermadini falls down, tries to improvise something. I'm not sure what he was trying, but on the transition now, Sanders has to pull it back. Ribas. Barcelona looking to extend the lead. 5-0 run for the home team in the last few minutes. Midway through the second quarter, nearly turned over by Ribas. Salin got a hand on it. And when we have more rotations, Shermadini and Salin is in Milan, where the home team, Olimpia Milan, are giving Baskonia a bit of a hammering at the moment. 47-34 for Milan there, nearing half-time. Back to the action here. And there's immediately the pass to Serafin, blocked by Augustin. Now Milosavljevic. Barcelona trying to catch Unicaja cold there, but it didn't work. Milosavljevic followed up well by Carlos Suarez, tips it in. Unicaja back in front. Barcelona's lead didn't last for long. Thomas Hurtel's back in the game. Barcelona have Hanger back in the action as well, with Sanders, Claver and Serafin. Salin's come quickly back in, Augustine as well, guarding up against Serafin here. Clavel wide open for the three, no good. Serafin gets the offensive rebound though. Not the first time he's done that today. And he's trying to barrel his way to the basket, and he does. Lovely finish. On the reverse from Kevin Serafin. His second basket of the game. I think his previous one came from an offensive board as well that he claimed. So, Unicaja with Diaz, Salin, Milosavljevic, Augustine here, blocked by Hanger, but it was already dropping. The ball had started its descent, so Hanger's spectacular block is to no avail. Maybe be able to see from the replay here. Yeah, it already hit the glass, and it was on its way down, so two reasons for that to stand. Goaltending by Adam Hanger, and Augustine goes up to 8 points. Leading the game, just ahead of Sanders and Brooks. Hotel for Barcelona. This game going back and forth. Let's hope it's going to stay that way. A close one here tonight. Hotel with his second triple. The lead back in Barcelona's hands. It's been a weak point of his game so far this season. Thomas Hotel, as Merman is penalised here. Hotel only making 7 of his 31 three-pointers so far this season, before tonight anyway. That was just 22% that he'd made, and he's normally well up into the 30s. Back up to his usual standards so far tonight, Hotel, with that second triple. So the foul on Merman there is going to send Carlos Suarez to the free throw line, because Barcelona have reached 5 fouls in the quarter. Suarez, very experienced player, the most experienced player for Unicaja. In fact, he's 31 years old now. He's making his 153rd Euroleague appearance tonight. This is his 5th season in Malaga from Real Madrid. His second free throw misses, and it's going to be Barcelona ball. Hotel calls Raheem Sanders over to deliver the ball back into play. So here's Hotel now. McCullum back into the game. And also for the first time tonight we're seeing Vinny Okwo. Hotel feeling it from long range. And there's Serafin getting the offensive board. Okwo's first challenge is to guard him, and he fouls him. Serafin active today. Off the offensive glass. That's the third offensive rebound taken by Serafin, forcing Okwo into the foul. And he receives a pass from Hotel, gives it back to him. Sets a screen, Hotel can penetrate. Thomas Hotel with the foul. Drives to the basket and finds the hole. Thomas Hotel sparking Barcelona in this second quarter. McCullum couldn't stop him despite fouling him, and Hotel is very good in that position, finding the seam and driving to the basket. Has a chance to add another now, go up to 9 points for the game if he can convert this, which he can. Thomas Hotel shooting at 86% from the foul line this season. Barcelona 4 up now. It's been a good run in the last 2 or 3 minutes for the home team. Okwo. McCullum. And his shot is no good. We'll see him take on a lot of shots, McCullum. Tries more 2-pointers than anyone for Unicaja. Hotel now continuing his shooting spree with another. The quick foul, and it's a timeout in fact. Having CSKA Moscow, Fenerbahce and Real Madrid in consecutive weeks is a major challenge for anyone. And if Barcelona can get the win in this one-team week, they would go in with restored confidence to Valencia. With a foul here on Hotel, as Suarez couldn't score, frustrated not to do so, but he will get a couple of free throws. Well seen by Milosavljevic, faking the shot. Suarez felt he should have finished that, but he wanted a three-point play here. Instead he has to settle for 2 free throw attempts. And Suarez 80% from the foul line this season, and that I think makes him 4 of 4 tonight. And pulls it back to a 4-point game. 3 of 4 tonight, excuse me. Now here's Sanders. Great finish. Really well done from Raheem Sanders. Not for the first time tonight, up to 9 points. Now McCollum. Jeff Brooks has checked back in and immediately hits a triple. I think that's the first three-pointer Unicaja have hit in this second quarter. And it brings it back to a 3-point game. Final couple of minutes of the first half. Vertel has Merman back alongside him, whips the pass over. Sanders well short on the shot, but look who's there again, Kevin Serafin. Another offensive rebound, and again he takes advantage of it. Now that I think is 4 offensive rebounds for Kevin Serafin. 3 of them he's finished by scoring himself, and the other time he drew a foul. He's been very productive for Barcelona. Here's Dragan Milosavljevic, well off target. Whistle on the rebound though. Foul I think is on Serafin, is it? As Suarez tried to get the rebound. It is Serafin manhandling Carlos Suarez, so he'll have a couple of shots. And Serafin up to 3 fouls now. That's bad news for Coach Sito Alonso, because he's been so effective, especially offensive rebounds. Kevin Serafin, they'll have to step out now. Oriola comes back in. So Suarez goes to the foul line. Malaga have Danny Diaz back in the game. So it's McCollum, Nedovic, Diaz, Brooks and Suarez. Relatively little lineup for Unicaja, with neither Augustine nor Shermadini in the action. There's Hotel. On to Merman. 6 seconds on the shot clock now for Adam Hanger, who's going to drive, pulls back. Can't get the shot to drop. Now Suarez on the fast break for Unicaja. Sends it back for McCollum, back for Suarez. McCollum asking for it, gets it. Setting the play, calling Jeff Brooks to him to set the screen, and McCollum's going to drive. And he's so good in that position. I've seen it so many times this season. He can really take the contact as well, Ray McCollum. And scoring off the glass and back to the action. Barcelona with Hotel, Hanger, Sanders, Merman and Oriola. 30 seconds in the half. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Adam Hanger guarded by Nedovic. Bounced in by Merman to Sanders, who likes his matchup on Diaz. Oh, how did that fall out? Looks certain it was going to drop, but it didn't. So Unicaja can take the lead now, take the lead back with the final play of the first half. And Nedovic is going to kick it out. McCollum's wide open, but he can't get it to drop. Shermadini, excuse me, on the rebound. He can't score either. And so it is Barcelona with the 1-point lead as we head into the locker rooms. A game that has been... By the end of tonight, one of these teams will be looking at quite a hill to climb. The winner, of course, will be therefore just 2 games away, and with another game coming up later this week, a chance to climb further. So we're back into the action. Barcelona get the first possession, and in the game immediately Oriola taking the shot on Nedovic with the save. Oriola in the game for Serafin is the only change to the starting five for Barcelona. Unicaja have McCullum, Diaz, Nedovic, Augustine and Brooks. It's the same five players that started. Here's Nedovic taking a lot of contact there from Adam Hanger. And he's hurt as well. Nedovic landing pretty badly. Back on his feet now, thankfully. Immediately, Augustine is checking out and Shermadini's coming back in. I'm not sure if James Augustine's feeling a niggle there. That's a very quick change from Joan Plaza. So Nedovic will go to the foul line, having been adjudged to have been in the process of shooting when he was fouled by Hanger. We've not got anyone in particular foul trouble. The most is Kevin Serafin for Barcelona. He's on 3 fouls. And Nedovic missing the second free throw, so it's a tied game. An appropriate way to start this third quarter. It's been close throughout. Sanders with the triple. Well, Joan Plaza's not going to be happy, is he? The thing he told us in his halftime interview, the thing we've got to do is slow them down from long range, and the first thing Barcelona do is hit another triple. It's the 8th of the night. Nedovic responding in kind with his third, and Unicaja's 6th. Nedovic, that's 6 games out of 7. Make that 7 games out of 8 now that he's hit at least 3 triples. Thomas Hurtel. Sanders is open, fakes the shot, then drives, rolls off the rim. Oriola gets the rebound, he's fouled. He's frustrated with himself not to have scored. Wanted the 3-point play. Great athletic burst from Sanders. And Oriola then following it up, getting the offensive rebound, drawing the foul. First on Brooks in the game. So he'll go to the line, makes the first. Barcelona back in front. Second is missed. Merman got a hand on it, nearly got the offensive rebound, but McCullum comes away with it. Here's Nedovic. Gives it to Brooks. Brooks keeping poise. Finds McCullum. 6 seconds on the shot clock. McCullum would like to penetrate, gets to the glass and finishes well. He's great ability to just flick the ball off his hand when it seems he's off balance and flying towards the floor. He is still able to extend his arm and flick it up with his fingers. Here's Hurtel. Nice finish from him as well. Up to 13 points. Second similar mid-range jump shot we've seen from Thomas Hurtel in this game. The league going back and forth again, just as it did in the first half. Here's Nedovic being aggressively guarded by Hanger and then Merman, double teaming. Brooks can't get it to drop. Rebound taken by Shermadini. Nedovic again. Is he going to pull it back and go for the 3? No, this time he drives in. Nedovic has been very influential at the start of this second half. Up to 12 points now, hit the triple. Having, you'll remember, at the start of the half, being fouled by Hanger, driving, going to the foul line. Now Hurtel, Sanders doesn't take on the 3 over Diaz, instead gives it to Hurtel, who's fouled by McCullum as he tries to get to the basket. And that's going to be the first foul on McCullum. We see there the finish that he gave at the other end a moment or so ago. Not many better players than McCullum, Ray McCullum, than in that kind of position. running at full speed to the basket. Ertel ties it up again. Ante Tomic on the sidelines there. We've not seen him yet. Wonder if we'll get Tomic and Navarro introduced into the game. Here's Diaz. McCullum. Again, they open up the middle, and that's what he does. So quick and able to maintain possession well, as now Oriola takes the pass from Ertel and rises for the slam. And there's the offensive foul at the other end. It's Brooks picking up his second. There's the foul on Adam Hanger. Tied game once more. Ertel waving Hanger out of the way. Good defense by Brooks. Ertel somehow manages to save it. 5 seconds. Ertel's got Merman in the corner, open, waiting and waiting. And when the pass comes, he sinks the corner three. Second triple. And more fury on the sidelines for Joan Plaza. Nedovic. Oh, what a slam from Nedovic. He unleashed that one-handed, brutal finish. He and McCullum are having a lot of joy attacking inside in this third quarter. There's Oriola going up against Diaz and doing well. Barcelona moved back 3 ahead. McCullum can't get past Sanders this time. Oh, Ertel with the steal. He's still got a lot to do. McCullum is back in position. Sanders floats it over and drops for Raheem Sanders. Started by Ertel with the steal. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter, Barcelona with a nice advantage now. Looking for the alley-oop, maybe McCullum to Shermadini, but Shermadini wasn't ready for the leap. But a foul is drawn. And Sanders at that point, having been called for the foul, goes out of the game, and Koppinen comes back in. Shermadini also goes to the bench, and Augustine does come back in now, having played 30 seconds at the start of the half and then being called over to the bench. He's worked over for Danny Diaz. Way too long. Airball as now Barcelona in transition. Oriola can't score, wanted a foul. Fast break from Barcelona comes to nothing. Here's McCullum, kicks it out, open. Jeff Brooks hits the three for Unicaja. His good shooting night continues. Brooks up to 13 points, unlucky for Barcelona. Koppinen now for Ertel. Pass looking for Oriola again. That's someone we've seen 3 or 4 times in this quarter now. Oriola making the dash towards the basket. This was the... And so far, you have to be pretty brave to guess which one it would be, because they've both been in the lead for good passages of time. It's Barcelona at the moment with a 2-point advantage and quickly looking for the triple from Merman. That would have infuriated Oriola, Coach Plaza if it had dropped. They get the offensive rebound though. Koppinen can't make the most of it. He's still not scored in this game. Here's McCullum, finds Badzinski, and he was fouled as he went up. Is that going to be called on Oriola? It'll be his third if it is. There was a couple of Barcelona players, Merman as well. But it's Oriola. It was Merman who picked up the foul, but Oriola who's gone to the bench. And Serafin comes back in. Ribas is also on the floor for Barcelona with Ertel back on the bench, as we see. Baczynski into the action for Unicaja. Misses the shot. The basket was given as well. So it's back to level pegging. Here's Ribas. Koponen. Guarded by Baczynski. Serafin, he's got to shoot. Doesn't like shooting from there, Serafin. It was the call of the crowd, I think, that alerted him to the fact that he had to shoot. There's Nedovic, pulls it back, and smooth as you like from Nemanja Nedovic, who's really having an excellent third quarter. Up to 16 points, leading the game now. Koponen, Ribas. Back for Petri Koponen. Trying to send the pass over for Hanger, but there was a defensive hand on it. Now Baczynski. Nedovic takes it on again. He's confident, but he can't make the shot drop. And Hanger for Barcelona in transition. Helps it on for Merman. Now back to Ribas to start again. Serafin setting the pick, rolling to the basket. Instead it goes to Koponen, and he's fouled as he goes across the baseline. Nedovic putting his hand up. Incidentally, it has finished in Piraeus, a thriller, 88-86. The victory for Olympiacos. So they will go to the top of the standings, joining Ceska on 10-3, but they'll be ahead by virtue of that victory, head-to-head being the first tiebreaker. There's Serafin for Barcelona. Now Ribas. Koponen looking to get into three-point shooting position. Instead, Ribas is going to drive. Tries to send a tough pass on to Claver, who's checked in. Couldn't find him, but it came off a defensive hand. So 4 seconds for Barcelona to try and work a clean shot here. Claver falling away. Didn't get a good look and missed everything. McCullum taking his time, goes inside for Brooks, and Brooks, I feel he should have scored that one from mid-range. Now Adam Hanger for Barcelona, shovels it on. Claver back for Ribas now. Serafin can't take that pass, and Baczynski can. Unicaja looking to play fast. Something Brooks talked about at half-time, trying to play quick. Unicaja, interesting to see that perhaps this is an evolution of the team, known for primarily their defensive play, and that was reflected in the start of the season with their point scoring. Very much in the 60s and 70s, rarely breaking past 80 points, but then last week 93 for Unicaja, and they're putting a lot of points on the board again here today, and McCullum somehow keeping hold of that and finding his way to the hole, and Augustine following up once and twice, and eventually it drops in. And a wry smile from James Augustine. Wouldn't be smiling if he hadn't got the second chance after McCullum again. So Barcelona need to change the chip in this final couple of minutes of the third quarter. Never looked like the kind of game where either team's going to run away with it. Milosavljevic is back in for Unicaja, so too Alberto Diaz. As Serafin here under a lot of pressure, didn't really have any angle to work with and can't score. Here's Alberto Diaz. Brooks, guarded by Claver. Baczynski onto Augustine. Milosavljevic. Diaz, 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kick back out for Augustine. Long range strike from here. That's not his shooting range. Fast break for Barcelona. Adam Hanger. Serafin blocked by Augustine, but the whistle is blown. Contact was made by James Augustine. That's his third foul. Let's see the replay. Serafin going up. And listen to the roar from the crowd as Sasha Vezenkov is introduced, obviously a popular player with the fans. His first action since round 4, not through injury, just being overlooked. And now, how eager will he be to impress for Barcelona? Augustine, meanwhile, has checked out. Carlos Suarez back in the game. So Barcelona Serafin missing the free throw, his first of the night. Alexander Vezenkov, 22 years old. He was actually born in Cyprus, although he is Bulgarian nationality. And Serafin misses again, so it still stays at 4 points. Brooks, Suarez. Again, they're going for small ball here in Unicaja. Suarez in the 5 position. And he's going to take on the 3-point shot. Way out. Misses by a long way. But Joan Plaza on the sidelines applauding. He liked that. He liked the way they set that up. It was a wide open shot. Close, very close to field goal percentages. 50 against 47%. Barcelona have got Hertel back in, and Ribas, oh, how did that go in? I was going to say unlucky for Pau Ribas, but then it became lucky with a rattle around the rim and a drop through the net in the end. Whistle blown, and Vezenkov's first contribution is to pick up the foul. Comes back to a 1-point game with that fortuitous 3-pointer. We see Vezenkov grabbing hold a little of Milosavljevic, and he, as a result, will be able to go to the free throw line. Milosavljevic not yet scored, and he still hasn't. Very experienced Milosavljevic, formerly with Partizan Belgrade and Alba Berlin. Makes his second 2-point game. Probably Barcelona's final possession of the third quarter, and here's Thomas Hertel. Ribas. Hertel once more. Got a couple of triples already today. He's double-teamed this time, finds Claver. Crosses over. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Hertel not close. Serafin nearly had it. Well saved by Milosavljevic, and there's no more time for Unicaja. But the visiting team do finish the third quarter with the 2-point lead. Such a competitive game. No teams know how important this game is. 4 and 9 or 5 and 8 awaits for these two teams. 4 and 9 does sound a long way from the playoffs. It would be 3 games back from the playoff positions as the fourth quarter starts. Diaz, Vacinski, Milosavljevic, Brooks and Suarez in the game. So they're continuing with the small lineup as Brooks has the first shot. It doesn't go. Hertel slowing it down. He's got Ribas, Claver, Vezenkov and Serafin for company for Barcelona. Still Hertel. Now the whistle. And that's going to be on Milosavljevic. His first. Still no Ante Tomic tonight for Barcelona, nor have we seen Juan Carlos Navarro. Serafin and Augustine are on 3 fouls, the only players at that level. Here's Vezenkov. Can't get his first shot for a couple of months to go down, but Serafin is fouled as he again gets the offensive rebound. His 5th. Barcelona, I think, coming into this game with the worst offensive rebounding team in the league, lowest average per game, but Serafin is making up for that tonight single-handedly. He's got 5 now. Missed his first 2 free throws of the night, but he gets that one. And one more would make this a tied game. Again. So many lead changes in this one. And ties, and there's another. 9 minutes to play, 66 points apiece. Alberto Diaz. Suarez. Very much got a quickness advantage over the man guarding him, Serafin. Suarez is rolling to the basket, but it goes back to Diaz. And now Vacinski. Oh, what a good finish that is from way up downtown. Vacinski, another 3-pointer for him. The shot clock was approaching 0. He had to fire, and he did. Here's Serafin. travel from Kevin Serafin. Just took a stutter step there before releasing the pass. His first turnover. It's been a game that both teams have done well to take care of the ball. Only 7 turnovers for Barcelona and 6 for Unicaja. Wyszynski again. Well, make that 8 Barcelona turnovers now. Diaz looks for the pass, looking for the alley-oop for Milošević, who couldn't get there quickly enough. Now Hurtel for Barcelona. Guarded by Wyszynski. Serafin getting into the low post, and he's fouled as he goes there by Suarez. Well, Suarez has got the quickness advantage over Serafin, but the Frenchman very much with the size advantage and using it there to draw the foul. That was his travel in the early possession. Claver goes to the bench for Barcelona and Sanders comes back in. Nedovic back into the game for Unicaja. Milošević steps back to the bench as Hurtel stops and pops, and it's no good, and Serafin battling for another offensive board, but this time he can't come away with it. Here's Diaz. Still Diaz, he's left open, so he'll take on the shot and he'll drain it. And Barcelona struggling at the moment, this small lineup. As Sito Alonso said at half-time, it caused them some problems, and it still is. For Unicaja. The first for Diaz. And it's given Unicaja a lead of 6, which, from memory, may be the biggest in the game. Here's Hurtel to Sanders. Vezenkov still in the game. Sanders almost losing it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Has to send it up. Long rebound is going to be pulled in by Hurtel. Barcelona get another 14. Serafin setting the screen and rolling. He's got a mismatch on Diaz here, but Hurtel's going to take on the shot. Vezenkov follows up and gets it to fall. So Vezenkov gets his first points for a couple of months in the Turkish Airlines Euroleague. We see the 5 Unicaja players on the floor. And now they're going to go back to a more conventional lineup because James Augustine's coming in. We saw Sanders has picked up his 3rd foul. Augustine's in for Brooks, and that's not good for Barcelona. Sanders hobbling as he goes to the bench, and Hanger back in. Barcelona with Hurtel, Ribas, Hanger, Vezenkov, and Serafin. Here's Nedovic. Weaving his way and then floating it up and in. Great finish again from Nemanja Nedovic. Continuing to have an impact. Hanger at the other end. Fouled in the fast break. Barcelona always look for those opportunities for a quick break. Joan Plaza didn't like it. Felt his team should have been better prepared. And that's a 3rd foul on Alberto Diaz. Adam Hanger from the foul line gets the first to go. It's concern for Raheem Sanders whether he'll play any further part. Juan Carlos Navarro, we saw briefly there, hasn't played any part yet. Hanger misses the 2nd. Diaz staying in the game on the 3 fouls. I'm sure McCullum will come in again at the end. Nedovic once more and once more finishing. He's so agile. 2nd consecutive basket for Nedovic, and very similar as well. Looping it over the defense. Hurtel learning from him and copying him at the other end. Pulling it back. Still plenty of time in this one. 6 minutes to play. The home fans turn up the volume. Diaz to Suarez. Now Augustine Vacinski will drive, met with the foul by Serafin. That's going to be his fourth. And he was up to shoot, so Vacinski's going to go to the line. Well, they say if you're going to foul, make sure you stop the basket from being converted, and Serafin did, but he's only one more foul from being thrown out of the game now. I wonder if Sito Alonso will look to Per Oriola or even Ante Tomic. It turned out to be a good foul though, as Vacinski misses both. There was Tomic, we saw. In fact, it's Oriola who is coming back in. Serafin to the bench. There's Oriola. So Vacinski unable to take advantage from the foul line. And here's Ertel. Twisting away from Diaz, getting the ball back from Vezenkov, who sets a screen. Ertel goes baseline. Augustine off the glass. Nedovic driving. Nedovic looking for a tough reverse layup. Vacinski takes it and makes up for his free throw misses by doing really well. And the lead's up to 7, the highest that Unicaja have enjoyed. And Vacinski with 12 points in the game now. Here's Ribas. Barcelona need to start turning this around. Vezenkov, Oriola, Ribas. Good defense from Unicaja in the last few minutes. The foul is called this time. It's on Alberto Diaz again, so he's up to 4 fouls, and that is the sign for him to head out of the game. McCallum comes back in as anticipated. Vezenkov has also gone back to the bench for Adrian Merman. So Barcelona, although there's still time, 5 minutes, and now 6 points with the free throw, plenty of time. It's Navarro and Tomic, the veterans, look on. Still no involvement for them, but they can start finding their offense again. They've been held up here in this final quarter. Barcelona with just 8 points in this quarter so far. The full court press. McCallum gets over that half-court line, and now, guarded by Ertel, finds Nedovic. 2 dynamic players in the backcourt now for Unicaja. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nedovic to McCallum, who's open for the 3. No good. Who's going to get the rebound? There's a foul on the rebound, and Augustine, if that's on him, it's his 4th. It's Vacinski, in fact, who got his hand on Hangers. Sanders obviously still in some discomfort on the bench. He might be done. So Hanger will go to the foul line. Misses the first. I think the last time we saw him, he missed the first, got the second. He's missed them both this time. Groans from the Palau Blaugrana fans. McCallum now. Driving past Ertel, pulls back. Suarez. Oh, beautiful pass. Oh, and it's Hanger trying for the block, but it's goaltending. It's going to count. Beautiful pass. Bounced in by Suarez for Nedovic, who was cut. 4 and 9 is not how Barcelona would have expected to start the season. Last season they had terrible injury problems, and really that wiped them out of contention for the playoffs. This year, though, they've had a clean bill of health. And still, they've struggled. But they have got time to turn this around. It's not done and dusted yet. 7 points the difference, 4 minutes to play. Merman, he's going to go baseline. Finds Ertel, nearly lost it. The block from McCallum. And it's going to be Unicaja ball. Oriola picking it up, but the whistle blown is the shot attempted by Ertel. McCallum got a hand in. And Unicaja with another good defensive stop. Barcelona just can't score at the moment. Here's McCallum, Suarez, Nedovic. They can start to use the clock now as well, Unicaja. Give Barcelona as few possessions as possible. Here's Suarez. Gets the shot away, no good. The rebound fiercely contested. It falls for Hanger. He will push. Adam Hanger for Ribas. No, but there's Hanger following it up, and how Barcelona needed that. The simple thing, a tip-in on the offensive rebound, but they needed to score. Barcelona, they've been so held up in the last few minutes as Nedovic runs into a crowd. And Hanger, only his first in the game. But that was only Barcelona's second field goal in the last 4 minutes of the game. No whistle this time as Hanger makes contact with Nedovic. Play continues. Wojcinski's going to set up the three. He doesn't make it. He would back himself from there. One of the best three-point shooters in the league this season. That's a reprieve for Barcelona. Can they take advantage by pulling it back to a one-possession game? Ertel, Moorman takes on the three. No. This time Nedovic with the rebound. And Unicaja look to play fast in transition. Now they slow it down. Nedovic. Looks for Augustine, and Augustine off the glass, rolled to the hole and then finished as he does so well. He's such an accurate shooter. The lead's back up to 7. Augustine, 12 points in the game. Ertel now trying to manufacture an almost impossible pass. I'm not sure that would have reached Oriola had it not taken the touch off the defender. Sito Alonso's team in a bit of trouble here now. Jeff Brooks back in for Unicaja. Ribas, no. Oriola jumping for the rebound. Moorman too, but it falls to Brooks. Time running out for the home team. It's a double-double, by the way, for Augustine for the second consecutive week. 12 and 12 he's got tonight. Here's Brooks. Here's McCallum. If they clear out the middle, he'll drive. That's what they've done. Not this time, though. McCallum normally scores from that position. 4 on 3 for Barcelona. Oriola can't score. And the fast breaks on for McCallum, and he's all alone to slam it home. And that could be the ball game. Unicaja Malaga with the 9-point lead now. The white hankies come out from a few home fans. It's not over yet, but they've got to play flawless basketball now, Barcelona. Adam Hanger sends it up. No, nothing's going for them. Another rebound for Augustine. And Unicaja Malaga have this game in the bag now. They can just take their time, run the clock down. Barcelona are up to 5 fouls with the next one. They've got to try and get a stop here, Barcelona. Nedovic will pull back, send it up. Oh, and that just sums up Barcelona's night. It takes a couple of bounces off the rim and it drops in, and it's a double-digit lead, and the game is over. Moorman, he fires this time, but it's too little too late for Barcelona. His third triple, but now Hanger with the foul. And I think Barcelona now, to have any chance, have just got a foul as soon as Unicaja receive possession. Don't let them take any time off the clock. Hope they miss the free throws and hope Barcelona can score quickly, but really, it's over. These fans know it. 9 points the difference. And the way Nedovic is playing, he's not going to miss. And that last triple, an absolute killer. 4th triple of the night for Nedovic. Misses the second free throw. 10 points is the difference. But it's going to be a 4th consecutive loss for Barcelona. Moorman takes on the 3. Can't make that go either. And Augustine, and now McCallum. Ribas trying to get the steal, punches it out of bounds. Barcelona make another change in personnel as Ribas comes out of the game and Vezenkov back in. And now Unicaja, what they'll try to do is win by as many as possible, because head-to-head, the first difference if teams are tied, first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if Barcelona win in Malaga, Unicaja want to win by as many as possible here. And Nedovic thought he'd had another triple there. Barcelona will try to make this last possession count. Hurtel driving in. Merman follows up. But McCallum is going to have the final word. McCallum with another open slam. And that is, as Hurtel sends up the final shot, beating the buzzer, he scores, but it makes no difference to the final outcome. It's a road win for Unicaja Malaga. And another defeat for Barcelona.